Sometimes the most life-changing decisions are the ones you make in a panic. Not planned, not calculated, not thought through carefully with a list of pros and cons. Just a split-second choice made under pressure, in the middle of a moment that felt impossible. Because something inside you said that any way out was better than the one you were being pushed toward. This story begins with a woman who had built an extraordinary life by being in control, sharp, capable, and respected in every professional room she walked into. She had spent years constructing a version of herself that answered to no one. Her career was a reflection of everything she had worked for, and she wore that achievement with the quiet confidence of someone who had earned it. Honestly, but outside the office walls, there was a different kind of pressure waiting for her. The kind that doesn't care about your accomplishments, your title, or your carefully maintained independence. The kind that comes from family. The kind that arrives in the form of dinner table conversations and carefully arranged introductions and the gentle but relentless suggestion that it is time basta to settle down and marry. She was exhausted by it, and on one particular day, when the pressure reached a point she could no longer smile through, she did something completely unplanned. She ran, not literally, but almost. She stepped away from the situation, found herself somewhere unfamiliar, and in that moment of desperate escape, she crossed paths with someone she had never met before. A young man, easy in his manner, unbothered by the kind of social performance she had grown so tired of, with the kind of calm around him that comes from someone who seems to have nothing to prove. He was from a small town, or at least, that was how he presented himself. Simple background, ordinary life, no particular ambition visible on the surface. Just a person, present in that moment. Wheat no agenda. She made him a proposal that she herself could not fully believe she was making. Pretend, just for now. Just long enough to get a family off her back, to create some breathing room, to buy herself time to figure out what she actually wanted from her life. Without everyone else's expectations sitting on top of it, he agreed. With an ease that, looking back, should have told her something. What neither of them knew in that moment was how complicated simple agreements become when real life refuses to stay out of them. She returned to her world. He, by a turn of events that felt almost too coincidental to be accidental, ended up at her company. Not as a guest, not briefly, but as her assistant, directly reporting to her, working beside her every single day. And she, sitting across from the man who was supposed to be her pretend boyfriend, had to navigate the most professionally awkward situation imaginable while keeping the arrangement completely invisible to everyone around them. Watching them together during this part of the story is genuinely entertaining because they are both performing. She is performing authority and professional distance. He is performing the role of a simple, unassuming employee who is still learning the ropes. And underneath both performances, something real is quietly beginning to grow. The kind of thing that doesn't ask for permission and doesn't wait for a convenient moment. But there's a layer beneath his performance that she hasn't seen yet. Because the young man with the simple manners, and the village background, and the easy smile, he has been hiding something. Not a small thing. Not the kind of detail you accidentally forget to mention. The kind of background that, when it eventually surfaces, reframes every single interaction they have had from the very beginning. His family, it turns out, is not what he presented. The ordinary life he described is not the life he actually came from. And the reasons he had for hiding that truth are complicated in ways that say a great deal about who he is and what he has been carrying quietly this entire time. When the families begin getting involved, as families always do, with their opinions and their investigations and their inability to simply stay out of things, the carefully constructed arrangement between these two people starts showing its cracks. Questions get asked, backgrounds get looked into, and the truth, which had been balanced so delicately between them, begins to tip the moment she finds out who he really is. Everything shifts, not just because of the surprise of it, but because of what it means for everything she thought she understood about him. Was any of it real? The ease between them, the moments that felt genuine, The quiet comfort of being around someone who didn't seem to want anything from her. Was that the real him, or was it another layer of the performance? And he, watching her process all of it, has his own reckoning to face. Because somewhere between pretending and assisting and stealing small, honest moments in between, he stopped pretending about the one thing that actually mattered. This is the story of two people who lied to each other about everything except the part that counted.